let's get into the second video here because it's something.
Yeah, this is something. So this is in Turkey, off the coast. That.
So here's the thing, though, and I'm gonna say, like, right off the bat,
pause it on
this. With this, though, like you'll see the camera guy. For one, I find it odd that at no point in time, I'm just gonna let it play through because they go through this a little bit. But at no time does this dude who's recording this for like this is an hour-long video, and you'll see like there's numerous times that the timestamp on the camera will change. I think it goes up to being like 6 o'clock in the morning at some point.
Yeah.
But at no point does this dude ever go get a tripod or anything to stabilize his image, which I find that to be like very suspicious.
And this is zoomed in over the ocean. It starts out, it's just like a white dot on the horizon, but he zooms in on it.
And that's another thing. Every time they zoom, the camera guy zooms, there's a cut in the film.
Well, you can almost see the moonlight reflecting off the top of it. Whatever it is. And the one thing I know that people kind of thought was weird about this too, if you look in the middle of it, there's almost like a window looking thing.
Yeah.
And at certain points when you're watching the video, you can actually see things moving. Like almost like heads or something like that, like walking back and forth. And that I always thought was kind of weird, but yeah, you'd think that we'd get a tripod.
Right. And that's what, like, let me see if I can get another one where they zoom. Because that's the other thing that's like very suspicious. Like, you never got a tripod and you sat here and did this for like 4 hours. I find that to be a little suspicious.
Yeah, just holding your phone up for 4 hours.
Every time that they zoom in, and like, I'll find a shot here in a minute when they're like, you see the whole beach, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Then they zoom in on the object, quote unquote. There's a cut in the film every time. Like, there's never a clean zoom in entirety to the object. It's always zooming in, and then it cuts to the object in like a higher res image, which makes me think it was cut in. It's like it could be fake.
Oh yeah, and then with that kind of camera work too, I mean, it's just really hard to say. You know, the guy hit pause. Did he? I don't know.
I don't know, because that's the thing. I always, because right there, he was zooming in on the object.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he cut to the higher res image of it.
It looks like a saucer, obviously, some sort of saucery looking thing.
It kind of looks like the same kind of saucer that Bob Lazar describes, in all honesty.
It kind of does, yeah. Well, and Bob Lazar said, too, it's not like one specific look. There was like 4 or 5 of them. And, it's crazy.
But they were saucers just like this, where you can kind of see, like, right here on the center of it. That's where Bob always says, like, the engine is or whatever.
Yeah, the
and, like,
gravity deflectors or whatever.
That's where it would manipulate gravity to be able to fly, which it has that same similar design.
It does. Who knows though?
So here, he's zooming out. And then there's another cut.
Yeah. Goes right back to it. Hold the camera still.
I know,
that looks crazy.
So, okay, here's the telescope zoom shot coming up.
Like that to me, what we just saw, that looked really wild.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Here we go. Here we go. So here it is. He's gonna do the zoom and it's gonna cut again.
Yeah, look at the timestamp.
Yeah, now it's
the timestamp keeps changing. Yeah,
and now it's 9:03. We were just looking at something. It was like almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
Like that looks pretty sketchy there. I mean, that's just like
I mean, that looks interesting.
Makes you think.
I
said it makes you think.
Right. See, now there's just a cut.
Oh, yep. Who knows? Maybe this guy though just took what footage he had and kind of compiled it into like.
And now all of a sudden it's 4:53 in the morning.
Yeah, this thing's still just sitting there.
I just know that, like, dude, like if I.
Oh, if you go down to where you were, there's a really good shot of it.
Right here.
Go to the. Yeah.
Oh, here.
This is the part where I think they said that like they saw things.
Oh, here's another zoom part.
That's like it before the sun goes down. It looks like.
That's the thing too. The way they cut this video, because like we were at like 2 a.m., then we were at 9:53 p.m., and then now we're at 4:53 a.m. And then I'm going to skip forward here, and we're going to be at it looks like 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, then here,
that's
it
like
also doesn't make sense. Here's again 5 a.m. Now we're at 5 a.m.
That looks weird though. But I mean, that could be a cruise ship on the horizon or something.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, who the fuck knows? Especially with how like low res this camera is.
yeah, it's 2008, so
But that's the thing. Like, if you saw something like this, dude, just like as someone who has like any sort of experience with the camera and someone who would want would
I'd want it
want
to look
people
good.
to believe me. Like I would if I told this story and had footage of this, I would want people to actually believe me because like just like kinda like Bob Lazar, I don't want people to just be like, "There's no fucking," you know what I mean? "There's
Yeah,
no way," like, no, like, but so I just find it really odd that at no point in time this guy did one at least one continuous zoom in on it, then boom, it's there, and
it's a
then
lot of
zooms
standing.
out. Like, it's 5 seconds of work. You know what I mean? It's like you never get the tripod, and then, like, we never get a clear zoom in, here it is, zoom out there, here I am, here it is, here I none of that.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing I would have ever done with it before I even got any, like, close-up shots on it. I would have been like, "Here it is, like, I'm gonna zoom in on it now," then boom, there it is, like, I find that to be suspicious.
I think it's coming up here in like a minute or two, but the shots where it's like illuminate there.
Mhm. Because in another cut, like, at
Yeah.
no point in time do you ever see him just
It
zoom in
looks
on
like
the object.
looks like a disc with the moon reflecting off of it.
That's
It's
what it
even like
looks like.
only lit on one side.
Yeah, it looks like there's, like, obviously light sources here, like, coming off the machine, and then, like, yeah, that would be, like, moonlight or something over here.
Yeah.
Yok yok biraz zayıf
Abi
gözüküyor.
şu anda karanlık o dediğin şey ya. Ama arada
And I think it even gets better.
But again, the timestamp
çok
changed
ufak
too.
ufak.
Yeah.
Bakmayınca hani başka yere
Dude, that is
bakıyorsun.
a disc sitting in the sky. Like
Değişiyor sanki.
I mean, it's definitely something. Yeah, so let me skip forward. Here's where there's some,
the
very
lighting,
interesting
like the lighting coming off of it is perfect for exactly what that would look like. I mean, I'm not saying it's real. That's weird.
Ne kadar parlak değil mi Salih? Sen
See, this is like, I don't even know. This honestly makes it look a lot different.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the
Maybe
light,
some kind of like energy field around it or something.
well, I think the light's just like hitting it like in a better angle now. But it's weird because the time changed again. So like we were at like
oğlum manyak.
2:59, but now all of a sudden this is 2:19.
İlk defa parlak.
Yeah. There's no like consecutive video of it. Like,
But this is also like the dates were changing too, which I don't know if we were paying attention to that before. So like the one before was the 11th.
if I read
this is the
correctly, though, they
12th.
said it happened over the period of a couple nights.
Yeah. Because yeah, it looks like a lot of the footage when we first started,
What's it doing just sitting there?
or it was May 27th, then May 29th,
Now it's June
then
12th.
June 6th,
Oh, yeah.
Değişti.
then June 10th,
Şekil değişti Salih.
June 11th, and June 12th. So there's been like 5 days. But I mean, he skipped a couple days, but it was like 5 days of footage.
Yeah.
Baba baba ışık
Oh.
geliyor lan.
I don't know.
It's
Over the
weird.
course of 5 days, though, you never get a tripod and you don't have one
Yeah,
video.
like-
Demin duruyor.
Want to go down to the
Baba baba baba ışık
local
gözlerine bak.
market and get a tripod or something.
right. It's just
Dude, you could even sit the phone down in the sand and
you
angle
don't
it
even need a
correctly.
tripod. Yeah, just put it on a stable source. Like put it on the ground. Like do
That looks weird there. When they show some of them, like you can definitely tell it looks like a physical object with reflecting light coming off of it. Doesn't look like a boat. But in the comments for this video, a lot of people are kind of saying what you're saying with like the timestamps, the zooming, the cutting in and out.
Deniz kıyısında gibi. İleride.
Just thing, like he's zooming in right now. Why is there no zoom all the way in so we can see the like higher res image of it?
Yeah. I mean, it could be just the camera, but
No, there's a cut. Like, and this is
Oh, yeah.
like every time, like it'll show like zooming in and then
it's kind of weird.
yeah, but this is so much different than the other ones too.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything.
Gelelim buna.
So he moved. See, like this looks like a stable shot.
Yeah, like do that on everything.
Çok enteresan bir olay ya. Hani nerede böyle direk mirek hiç
It's got like a shape to it. Like the lights do, at least.
çok enteresan bir olay ya.
This almost looks like the same shape too, just like with more lights on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's as far as he zooms in on that, and then puts the telescope in front of the lens, finds it. Okay, now we're zooming. Yeah, look, watch.
2, 4, 6 tane ışık.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think those would be flares or anything. They stay in perfect formation.
Yeah,
Again, that could be like,
but look,
this is where, yeah.
like, what was that?
To me, that just looks like a physical object hovering. But I mean, to say, I want to believe.
I'd love to believe. At the
Yeah.
same time, though, it's like kind of disconcerting. Like, why is it here?
Yeah. What are they doing?
So I mean, it's definitely like, I mean, like I said, it's if you've heard Bob Lazar talk about these things, it's got the exact same shape of one of those saucers. See what else we got. Is there any other thing that's like different? And the other thing that I find really odd about this is like, so this started May 27th, I believe, and then now it's July 4th.
Yeah. 4th of July.
So like, it's just a long time for this thing to be like fixed in one location for this guy to be able to film it.
Yeah. It's like, is it going back to the same spot every night? Like,
Or was it literally just sitting here for over a month?
yeah.
Like,
And
you
you'd
know,
think at
it's-
that point, if it was, some government stuff would have picked up on it. And I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you think.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
But at the same time, this camera work just, and now we're in August, dude. Now we're in August 27th. So this has gone on from May 27th to August 27th.
Yeah, like the period of months. What's he got now?
Bir şeyler çekiyor.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like a blue line.
Does he? And this thing is like, why is there no zoom high res for this shot? Then now there's like 4.
That's reflecting off the ocean. You can see.
Yeah, that has to be what that is. That looks like.
That
Again,
could easily be like a giant shipping vessel or something.
yeah,
like
you know,
that.
because it does look super foggy wherever he's at.
Yok o zaman.
He's gonna zoom again, and there's gonna be a cut to the high res, just like out of random.
Ding.
Sounds like someone's taking a piss.
Yeah.
Birisi ne?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this video anymore. After
That's the
we've,
thing. Like this one, I feel like this one brings up like too many questions, in my opinion. Like,
yeah.
it's mainly like I've just kind of gone over at nauseum. The camera like cuts the and god damn it, what else was it? Oh, I don't even remember. What was the 2 things I was fucking complaining about?
The cutting and then the
cutting,
zooming, the
the zooming.
timestamps.
Timestamps, all of it, dude. Just all of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. One continuous shot is all that needed. Is one continuous shot, and then I'd have been like, this was fucked up. But like
Yeah.
there didn't have that. So like I don't know. What would you say like overall on that one? What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, you don't know this guy and whether he's like known for doing goofy shit like this or if he's like a respected person that just happened to get this on video. So I don't know.
Because I mean, something like that too is like easily staged with scale models.
Oh yeah, no,
You know, you
exactly.
just have
I built
one-
my dad a UFO model and
Yeah.
like you could film that, it would look perfect.
Right. I mean, it's just easily faked. And that's the problem with a lot of these videos, really.
Yeah.
Especially when you use a low res camera like that.
Well, nowadays with modern like video editing software and stuff, I mean,
Yeah. It's a lot easier nowadays to add something into film like that and
Yeah.
make it look like suspicious. And then when you're using like old lower res uh, footage, it makes it even easier for you to hide the fact that you're digitally putting something in that
Yeah,
was fake. You know what I mean?
for sure.
And it's also weird too with that one. Like I was saying, there's a lot of low res footage when it's like daytime and stuff, but then somehow when he gets those zoomed in shots of like really close up to the craft, it looks a lot more high res.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look nearly as like just shitty. Like the quality looks actually better when he's zoomed in. Like so I find it kind of odd,
There's
but
a lot of questions.
it raises a lot of questions. But it's an interesting video nonetheless. I don't know how much I would really kind of think I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.